You might want to pause whatever you're doing because the story is actually going to make your soul leave your body, but somehow it ends in the biggest comeback I have ever heard. Her name is Mary Vincent. She was only 15 years old, just a regular teenage girl living a completely normal life in California. Until one day in 1978, she runs away from home like a lot of kids do. Things were a bit rocky between her and her parents, so she decided to hitchhike to her grandfather's house, thinking that she would get there faster if she caught a ride. But the car that had stopped was driven by a literal monster. His name is Lawrence Singleton. Even his name disgusts me. A middle-aged man who looked like someone's dad. He pulls up in a blue van. He waves at Mary and says, "Hey, I'm only going part of the way, but I've got a daughter your age." He looked harmless, so she got in, and it was a pretty long car ride, and so she decided to doze off for a little bit, but when she woke up, she noticed that they were going in the completely opposite direction. She demanded, "Turn around now," and Lawrence acted all innocent, saying, "Oh my God, it was just an honest mistake," and he turns the van back around towards where they're supposed to be going, but then he stops. He tells her he needs to pull over just to pee really quickly. Mary, she steps outside to stretch her legs. She bends down to tie her shoes, and bam! He hits her over the head with a sledgehammer. He then drags her into the van, violently rips off all of her clothes, and SAs her, threatening to unalive her even if she thinks about screaming. Mary is begging, "Let me go," and I swear to you, what he does next still haunts me. He looks her dead in the eyes and says, "You want to be free? I'll set you free." He grabs a hatchet and chops off Mary's left arm and then her right, and she's conscious for all of this, screaming, watching her arm still clutched onto his shirt. I'm sorry, that is freaking insane. But he wasn't done. He picks her up and throws her off of a 30-foot cliff like trash. He leaves her there bleeding out, expecting her to die, but Mary Vincent was not going out like that. Falling in and out of consciousness, she packs mud into her open wounds just to stop the bleeding, and somehow she walks 3 miles back to the highway. She is missing both of her arms, falling over, barely holding on, and a car sees this, but then they ignore her. The second car did at least have a heart. They stop, they save her, and Mary survives. She helps identify her attacker. She testifies against him in court, and this part makes me sick to my stomach. During the trial, this man, this absolute demon, looks at Mary and says, "I'll finish the job even if it takes me the rest of my life." And the justice system, they gave him 14 years, but guess how many years he actually served? 8 years. 4 plus 4. That's what her life was worth to them. I wish I could tell you that was the end of it, because after getting out, Lawrence went to unalive someone else, but that's a story for another day. Right now, I want to tell you what happened to Mary. She built a prosthetic arm. She becomes an artist, a mom, a speaker. She turned her pain into purpose and told her story to hundreds of other survivors. As of today, Lawrence Singleton is dead, but Mary Vincent, she is still here, still fighting, still surviving. And I just want to say, Mary, if by some miracle you ever see this video, you are a warrior, and your story will never be forgotten, especially by me.